How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Rice, baby. Shut your mouths. That's exactly what we deserved, even though we played crap. Let's be honest about it. There was something missing today, but what happened at the end could kickstart our season. That's exactly what we needed. That was one of them moments like Bournemouth last season. And what makes it even sweeter was Manchester United thinking they'd actually won the game in injury time when they raced through, scored, but you're offside. Unlucky. I could have been sitting here talking about the penalty that was not, was it, wasn't it, referees, VAR, but I don't need to because we've won the game. We could talk about that and dissect it another day when everybody is thinking with a clear head. But for this, 3-1. The third goal, Gabriel Jesus. Sit down, Dallas. Get down there. Behave yourself like a good little boy. Get on the floor. Shut your mouth. Slide it into the bottom corner. I love Jesus. Woo! What a win that is. I love beating Manchester United because you know for a fact their fans are like this. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. No bragging rights, no nothing. And at least you've got a nice short trip home to London because none of you are coming from Manchester. And the best thing is, shows how much support you had for your players. The moment we go and score, you decided to dress up as red seats, you clowns. Fools. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Massive win. Lovely jubbly. 3 points in the bag. Thanking you very much. And now I can try and breathe. Wow, what a game. What emotions that football brings you. I love football and those emotions that it brings you. Even though, you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, my God, am I being put through the ringer? Let's talk about the game. Try and talk about the game. What I mean in terms of the way that we played. I felt we lacked intensity today. There was nervousness and it wasn't just on the pitch, it was in the stands. Kai Havertz looks like he doesn't want to do anything because if he makes a mistake, he knows he's going to get absolutely ruined. And today, I would like to see the stat and watch the game over again. But I feel today, at first glance, that is the most I've ever seen us pass backwards. Everything we seemed to do today was backwards. And it just felt there was no intensity. There was no energy. It just felt flat is the best way of describing it at times. It just felt flat. And, Manchester United, we already knew what they were going to be like, which is play counter-attack, try and catch us on the break. And, they went and took the lead just as they did last year. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, once again, we're in complete control for 20, 25 minutes or so, where Manchester United have not even had a touch in, our box. They were abysmal in that opening 20 odd minutes. But, we go and turn over possession, they break and Rashford scores. And I'm like, oh my life, is this deja vu? Is this just happening again? But before you could even think about it and before you could even dissect what had happened, we had equalised. 35 seconds it took for us to equalise. Martin Odegaard, brilliant play. And it just showed in that one moment how easy it was to slice Manchester United apart. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, all right, cool. We had our little warning. We'll go on now. Get to half time. And I think, okay, if there's something that I'm going to change, it would be the way that we're not pressing. The way that we normally play is that we press and that we're really aggressive in our play. But we were just allowing Manchester United the ball. We were allowing them to dictate the pace of the game. And I don't know whether we got caught in that cycle of just, going through their pace because that's what they set the tone as. I don't know. But I thought, second half will come out, all guns blazing, will be on fire. It will be more of the usual stuff. And it wasn't. And then we had that moment with Kai Havertz and the ref gives a penalty and then VAR tells him to check it. And listen, if you've ever played the game, not you little virgins that sit at home on Football Manager and FIFA and have never kicked a ball in your life, yeah? Anybody that's played the game, when you've got two players running across you, you've gone through, their momentum Come on, man. It's a penalty. If you've never played the game, you're going to say it isn't. But if you have, it is. Shut up. But we don't need to worry about it. And the thing, Kai Havertz is through on goal. He's got no reason to go down. It's not a dive or anything. He's clear. It's clear. But vieira go and overturn it. And I'm sitting there just thinking, oh, my life, this is going to be one of our days. And then, you know, Manchester United made some substitutions. And then in the final 15 minutes, they started to get a little bit, you know, adventurous, shall we say. And they had a couple of moments where, again, it was turnover, break. And you're thinking, okay, we got away with that one there a little bit. It was sloppy, you know, final pass or whatever. And then we have this moment where Garnacho, I think it is, goes through. But again, it goes back to, you know, we lose the ball. I think it was Jesus. He was actually calling for a foul. I haven't looked at the incident properly to see whether it was a foul or anything, or whether he just lost the ball. But, you know, Garnacho goes through, slides it in. They're celebrating like they've won the World Cup. And it's like, you know, the cameras are panning round to the fans and their bench and all sorts. They're going absolutely nuts. And then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what? When he went through, it was close anyway. And it was always one of them. If we would have scored that, I would have been sitting there going, I ain't celebrating yet. There's absolutely no chance I'm celebrating yet, because that's going to be ruled, like, you know, by VAR. They're going to have a look at that. So I was like, I've got to see this. I've got to see this. And the moment I see it, I panicked for a second because Gabriel leaned forward and I thought, oh no, has that actually played him onside? And then when they showed the angle correctly, I was like, nah, he's ahead of him. He's ahead of play. Not by his feet, but by, you know, the top half, which you can score from. You can score from your chest and everything else. And then when they drew the lines and I saw no green line, it was the blue and the red, I think it is. And you knew instantly offside. I was like, right, yes, thank you very much. I'll have that. Lovely job, Lee. And then we move into injury time. And of course, the new directive now is all about, you know, the added time and everything. And Manchester United have been time wasting and Nana had already been booked and everything. So it shows their game plan. And then we get into that 8 and it just, again, felt very much like we were missing something and we just weren't going to get that chance. Odegaard has a shot. I'm berating the shot originally because I thought it had just gone over. I didn't see the deflection. We get a corner. And my instant reaction was that, well, we're not going to do anything because our corners throughout the game were absolutely abysmal, especially Martinelli's. Couldn't even beat the first man. And then it fell to Declan Rice. And when it fell to Declan Rice and he hit it and it went in, and I'm like, oh my word. Welcome to Arsenal. That's why you pay the money. Big game players that can do a big moment in the game. And that is it. And you're thinking to yourself, right, it's 97 minutes or something, 97 and a half minutes. We're going to go into the 98. But there's going to be another 2 minutes or so because of the whole celebrations, and then there were substitutions, and I'm thinking, oh no, this is one of them where you just don't know how long the ref's going to give. And then they tried pumping the ball in the box. It's amazing that they were now being, you know, adventurous and didn't want to slow the game down. And we broke, I think it was Vieira, superb, slipped in Gabriel Jesus. He goes through. He's never been one that has the pace or anything. And you could see that he was never going to pace Dalot. And, but what he did after that, sat him on his backside. Good night. It's like one of them memes where you just, and just see, oh, bye-bye, just carry on sliding. Somebody is going to actually do one of those memes where they just literally get him to carry on sliding. And then Dalot ends up in all different parts of the world still sliding. You know what I'm on about. I think it was Sol Campbell for England that there was a meme about that. But listen, what a finish. And listen, it's 3 points, like I said. I'm absolutely buzzing about it. I'm over the moon that we got those 3 points. 4 games in. you know, we're sitting there. It's not been pretty at times. It's not been great. We're not playing fluid, but we're still sitting on 10 points out of 12. We now hit the international break. And that's another thing why it's so important. You're not sitting there for 2 weeks stewing over a defeat or a draw, etc. And again, being at home, it would have been another 2 points dropped at home. So you're looking at that and you're saying no more points dropped. Get the, you know, points in the bag and it's job done. So listen, there we go. That is it. What a game. What emotions. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Did you enjoy the game? What did you think about it overall and what I've described, etc.? 3 points in the bag. Show me the memes of all the YouTubers when they celebrated and thought they'd won the game and everything, because you know they're going to be out there. Lovely jubbly. Never mind, lads. One day. So yeah, listen, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, player ratings tomorrow and everything else, and yeah, I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.